So this is what we woke up to. We didn't get a lot. They were only calling for like a couple inches. Gonna go out? Good girl. So I think we got about an inch and a half. It's a little bit more than an inch, but I don't know if it's quite 2. So anyway, at least it's a nice white winter wonderland. Are you outside in the snow? Come on, let's go play in the snow. It's snowing. This is the first time he's had mittens on. I don't think he's too sure of them. Don't take your gloves off. Leave them on. Leave them on so you can touch the snow. That's a good boy. Look, your sliding board had snow on it. You gonna grab the snow? Let's go out to the yard. You gonna come out to the yard? Alec, do you want to go out to the yard? I think all that gear on him, his snow pants and everything, it's hard for him to maneuver himself around. He still likes the fact that his house lights up. Are those Christmas lights? Look, you got snow on your gloves. What are the girlies doing? They're out in the yard playing. Are you going to go out and see them? Here, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's step down. Step. Whoops. Step. Very good. Let's go out to the yard. Whoops, whoops. I think he wants to bend down to grab the snow, but it's hard for him to bend in all of that gear he has on. He's got snow boots and snow pants and his coat. We got a stick or something on our head. Okay, I'm back with another camera. I'm using my phone camera. I'm now using this camera. I have that camera right there all set up because I'm making wedding soup today. I'm doing a separate video for that. Okay, so it's the new year, and of course everybody wants to lose weight at the beginning of a new year, and it's mostly because we gain weight during the winter, right? I mean, like holidays. And I did, and I've already shared that in some videos previous to this one, that, you know, the weight that I had lost all during the summer, I gained part of it back. So, you know, I've got to work on taking all of that off. I'm pretty basically going to do what I did last year, so I don't need to be talking about weight loss and all of that. I mean, I can fill you in from time to time how I'm doing. But that's a standard thing. You know, that's everybody with the new year wants to do like a weight loss video. How about this one? What can we do to make minor improvements? Now, some folks, you know, you want to do like, you know, big projects. I've done that in the past too, like changing out a whole room or something like that. And that's okay, obviously, but I've already done that. And I did mention I want to maybe do my dining room. We'll see. That will be a little bit later, probably a spring project. I'm talking about right now. It's a new year. And what can we do to just make some changes? Okay, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I have had so many different dishes, different pots and pans, different things in my house, lamps and all of that. Like I showed you a couple videos back, I just changed the lampshade right there. Just one lamp, because my other lamps, I bought lampshades, I think, within the last couple years, so they're okay. But changing out that one from the green one that's been there for many years, you know, that's nice to have like a little change without being dramatic and doing big projects. You know what I mean? There comes the time that you got to do the big projects, obviously. You have to repaint certain things and touch up paint and all of that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just out with the old and in with the new, pretty basically. So my dishes that I just put away, I'm still keeping them, but I got them up there. They're very nice pottery dishes. I got them from Emerson Pottery. I got them when I was still living in Chicago and working as an ad rep for one of the newspapers in the suburban area. And one of my clients was Chris over at Emerson Creek Pottery in Oswego, Illinois. And there's an Emerson Creek Pottery, the original, and it's still there, is actually in Bedford, Virginia. She just went there. She was visiting her sister. They went, they saw the pottery place. She wanted to kind of do a different thing, but now she's got like a whole barn they transformed over. They do catering, like they have like a restaurant that's open several days a week, but they do like wedding receptions and all other kinds of things. It's very nice. And those dishes, when did she open Emerson Creek? Was it 2002? 2003, I don't know, something like that. It's been a while. I bought those pottery dishes then. I've used them so much. Pottery, as you know, can even go into your oven. Even though they claim that it's oven safe, they still crack over time. And so I've been getting like little cracks in them. And it has cobalt blue in it, which that's not in my kitchen anymore. It was in Chicago, but not here. So it was time to get new dishes. I have been looking for dishes for quite some time now. Haven't really found any that I wanted. I've been looking for new pots and pans. Something that would be really nice. I've tried the Cuisinarts. The thing is, when you have stainless steel, and even stainless steel with copper bottoms, you're supposed to cook medium heat because those pans will get really hot. But my kids, when they cook, they like to cook everything on high or medium-high heat. And when you have those, you know, just stainless steel pans, food can burn easier if you're not careful, and I've tried to tell them this. So for the longest time, I have gone to the coated Teflon or whatever, the coating on the pans, so that it's non-stick. And that's easier for them. But they're all grown up now. So anyway, I decided to switch back over to stainless steel. And I have been eyeing a lot of pieces of the Reed Drummond Pioneer Woman, her collection. And I've told you guys this. I think, was it last spring or summer is when she came out with her line. I was over at Walmart one day and I saw all her, you know, things that she was getting out. And so I've shared with you guys that, you know, I like Reed Drummond and I liked her products. And I've slowly been buying pieces. Pieces meaning like, I just got these today because I didn't have these. But, you know, some of her different pieces of, you know, utensils and that sort of thing I've been getting here and there. I have been looking at her dishes all fall. And I even been saying to Carly when we go shopping, should I get these dishes? I should probably get these dishes. Well, you know what? Now it's a new year. I got all through the holidays, everything for the holidays, the foods, the gifts, everything is all paid for. So now it's a new year. Now it's time to shift things over to getting new things. and just buying some new things that are not that expensive than doing dramatic changes. You know what I'm saying? It's still, it kind of boosts your spirits a little bit because you're changing out older things and getting newer things in. So anyway, I switched over to the Redrumming, her plates. Now, they only had 2 boxes, and it's four person thing. And you get the plates, you get the dessert plates, these, okay? And then you get the bowls, these. And they only had 2 boxes, so I've got 8. Now there's 4 bowls here because the other 4 bowls I'll put up here when Carly's going to get me another one of these today from the other Walmart. And then I have, so the 8 that I got today are there, but I just figured when I wash the other dishes, I'll just open this cabinet, everything goes in here. So I put those others over there. And I bought these. I used to have these really big cobalt blue bowls, and I loved them for like soup because they're really big. Now these aren't as wide as the blue bowls that I used to have. See, my blue bowls were a little bit wider, but they were shallower. Here, see how it's kind of narrow and like it builds up a little bit. But I did fill this with water, and then I dumped it in my blue bowl. It holds the same amount of liquid. So anyway, I got 8 of those. So I will have a service for 12 when I get the other box. And then I went through my cabinets here, tried to straighten things around. So these are just some more serving bowls that I have, and the extra bowls, because we won't go through 12 of those, you know, like the salad / cereal bowl. So I just put them up there. Some other things that I had here, I moved up here, and I had a bunch of ceramic pie plates, and I got rid of those. I have had those seriously since not long after I got married, and it's not like, you know, they're real expensive or real nice or anything. They were real cheap, and so yeah, they're old, but they were really cheap. I just threw them out, and the reason why is because the next time I go to the store, I want to get Redrumming's pie plates. Have you seen those where they're fluted, little pinchy little things on the side? Very, very nice. And so I want to get one of those. Another thing that I wanted to get was her red stock pot. They only had the blue one today, so I skipped on that. I do have a stainless steel stock pot, which, you know, I'll be using that for my soup, but I want to get her red one. I do have her red Dutch oven. This is the iron, cast iron with the porcelain or enamel coating or whatever it's called. So I have that, and I really enjoy that too. So anyway, I want to show you my pans. Okay. So the pan set that I got, you get, it's 20 cups or 5 quart. It's a Dutch oven, and with that also comes a steamer, so like if you wanted to steam vegetables or anything like that. And then you get this saucepan, a bigger saucepan. You get a small frying pan, and see that? This is what happens when you put stuff at high heat. See, my kids, when they're making grilled cheese sandwiches, it's mostly grilled cheese sandwiches, and they use, you know, a smaller frying pan because it's just for a single serving, you see? Or they making eggs or something like that, but they put it high heat. That's what happens. See, when I'm cooking, you can see I don't burn my pans. And I have this one over here. This is the one that I used today for my meatballs, but I want to show you this because see what happens to copper bottoms? I want to show you how to revive the copper. See? Look at that. See, nice copper bottoms are on these pans. I love it. Look at that. So I'm going to show you a recipe that my mother used to use. My grandmother gave it to my mom because we had stainless steel copper bottom pans growing up. And yeah, my grandmother showed my mom how to do this. Okay, first of all, when you're cleaning your pans, try not to use stainless steel or, you know, those Brillo pads or metal or anything like that. Now that one that my kids burned, I am going to get a metal, one of those copper metal things, and lightly go over it. They don't recommend that you use the metal or the Brillo pads because they say that scratches the metal. Now it will scratch the copper. That, yes, it will scratch your copper. But stainless steel, you know what? I grew up with stainless steel pans and copper bottoms, and we use those things all the time, and it never damaged our pans. So anyway, but that one frying pan, I want to get it back to normal. In this container, I have a mixture already made up. And I've had this for a while. My mom always colored it. We always put food coloring in it. You don't have to. Matter of fact, the next batch I make, I probably won't. Now I had to like double the recipe to put it in here because this was a pretty good sized container. But a single recipe is a 1/4 cup of salt, like table salt, or you could use sea salt. And don't use the bigger coarse salt because you don't want to scratch anything, but like sea salt or table salt. And then it's a 1/4 cup of flour, and then you mix, you just pour in vinegar, and then you just keep mixing it until you get it like this. Just like, you know, even softer than Play-Doh. You want it to get like a nice little paste like this. My mom always kept a little sponge in there to clean this, and I actually need two hands because I got to hold on to this. And there you go. And she's got her little Pioneer Woman seal of approval on her pans. And seriously, after you clean your pans, to put this on and just to rub it, just go round and round, use your fingers or get a little sponge that you can keep in here. Seriously, it takes like 20-30 seconds because that vinegar, when it hits that, I mean, it really starts to get the copper color to come back through. So anyway, and I like these pans too because on some of them, not all of them, but you can see she has the measurements there. So if you needed to put a certain amount of cups of water into your pans or whatever, you know, it does that for you. Again, this one is the same thing. So like if you're making a soup and it says put, you know, 10 cups of water, well, you have 8 and you have 12, so you just actually just come in between the two. And isn't that nice? Very lovely. Her saucepans are the same. See that? And that one too. That is what I've done so far this year, getting rid of old stuff, getting the newer things in, especially things that I've been wanting. I have really been eyeing Reed Drummond's things for the longest time, right, Carly?
Yes.
Yes, since her products even came out. It's just every time I go to the store, it's like, oh, I want to have this, I want to have this. And I put it on a wish list. So I'm taking care of that. Up in this cabinet, I threw a bunch of things out. They're old. I haven't used them in years, probably decades. I'm never going to use them. I got rid of it. And on the top shelf in there, I have like a mandolin, a KitchenAid mandolin, just some like paper cups and plastic forks, in case you ever need those, at the top shelf. And then the whole bottom shelf is all of my old pottery dishes. And, you know, the bowls and everything. So that is my kitchen. This is what I've wanted to do now for the longest time in my kitchen. Actually, for the last few years, I've been on the hunt trying to find dishes that I like. Couldn't find any dishes that I like. I've been looking at pots and pans just about every time I go somewhere. Even when I've gone to the Reading China store in Lancaster, I showed you that. They got all the kitchen stuff. You know, I just never found anything that I really wanted or was comfortable paying the price. And that's the thing. You buy a lot of nice stainless steel pans like Cuisinart and even some of those other ones, you pay a lot of money for them. And it's stainless steel. But Reed Drummond, her pans are stainless steel, copper bottoms. And seriously, this whole set and all the lids, and the lids are nice. Let me show you the lids. Oops, the lids are like this. And I think everything comes with lids there. So to get the lids, all these pots and pans, the whole set was $110. Some of these stainless steel, you know, pan sets, they go for hundreds of dollars. You know, and I just don't want to pay that for pans. You know what I mean? I've done it in the past, don't want to do it now. So anyway, I've just been window shopping till I found something. I saw these after Christmas and I decided I would get that. So in here is pretty basically done for now. At Thanksgiving, I bought things for what I consider my dining room, the things that are in my china cabinet, like those new plates that I got at Thanksgiving. So I'm probably not going to really be buying anything for the dining room unless I change the dining room out, which I'm still considering on doing. So that's it for right now, but then there's other things, going through linen closets and certain things, you know, old towels and things like that. It's like, you know, that's my thing now, going through drawers, going through the buffets, which I've pretty basically done a lot of that already, but just getting rid of old things that I don't want and getting the new things that I do want. And so anyway, that's my New Year's goal, is just, you know, till springtime to you know, change old things out. So that's my vlog for today. You will have my wedding soup video tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next video.